Ezra stood at the stable door as they drove up. Jimmy tossed in the reins, hopped down, and reached a hand out to Margaret. When they were clear, the farmer walked his team around the corner of the building. Jimmy headed to the stable. "I'm going to change." Glancing back, he said, "You want to wait in the truck? Warms up pretty quick." She stepped up beside him. "I'll be okay." He stopped at the tack room door, pointed. "My clothes are in there." "I guessed that," she smiled. "Go ahead, I'll be right here." Jimmy changed and slung the bag containing his costume over his shoulder. "Santa's gone for another year," he said, opening the door. "Let's head back to town." "Thanks again, Ezra." The farmer waved. Jimmy tossed the sack in the truck and hopped in, starting the engine as Margaret settled in the passenger seat. "Are you warmed up yet?" Margaret said as they turned onto Vine Street. "It's getting close." He hopped in front of her house, stopped in front of her house. "I have some buttered rum makings simmering, just waiting for the rum. Interested?" Jimmy smiled, opened his door, and stepped into the snow. That might just do it. He helped Margaret over the snowbank the plows had built, caught her when she slipped, and kept his arm around her as they negotiated the snowy front steps. Inside, she hung the robe on an empty wall peg. Nodding toward the dark hall, as she sat on the bench and wrestled with her boots, she said, "Take off your coat and wait in the kitchen." Jimmy shrugged out of his jacket, draping it over the bench. "I'll be right down," she said, padding up the stairs in her red wool socks and snowsuit. He kicked off his boots. The scent of the buttery cinnamon brew led him to the kitchen. Inside the door, he found the switch and turned on the lights. He sat at the small white table and folded his arms, left over right, right over left. Then straightened his legs, crossing them at the ankles. 10 minutes or so later, as Jimmy was flexing his bad knee, the door to the back stairs opened and Margaret appeared in a long wool skirt that almost matched his check flannel shirt and a red sweater. She still wore the red socks. At the foot of the stairs, she opened a cabinet and drew out a bottle of dark rum. "You like your drinks weak or strong?" "Middling to strong, I guess." Pulling 2 dark blue mugs from the pegs above the white sink, she poured generous dollops of rum, opened the lid to the cast iron pot, and ladled the cups full. "We'll forego the whipped cream." She sprinkled nutmeg into each and handed Jimmy one, then sat facing it. "Merry Christmas." They tapped their mugs. Jimmy echoed the toast, sipped the steaming brew, feeling the warmth slide down his throat. They warmed their hands on the drinks and laughed at how silly Willard looked stuffed into Mary's homemade elf costume. "What a perfect snow that was," Margaret said, drifting down in huge fluffy flakes. "Did you see Jake and Nora's boy try to catch one on his tongue?" "I think he did, too," Jimmy nodded, taking another swallow. Margaret finished her drink. "Jimmy?" He drained his. "Is this another personal question?" She rose to replenish their drinks. "Won't we Santa when you're gone?" "One of the firemen, I guess." He grew pensive. "I'll be at it a while longer, I hope." "Me too," she said, returning with the steaming concoctions. She put his in front of it. "Want me to sit in